Hi traders, Tony Sycamore here. It is Sunday the 11th of April, bringing to you an overview of 5 charts of interest for the week ahead with the attached trade levels that I'm watching. Let's zoom straight in and look at the S&P 500 because this is now starting to look extremely interesting. This is just the weekly chart, but you can see the same thing if you drill down to the daily chart. And what exactly I'm looking at here is the close last week was well above this trend channel that has capped or controlled the price action over about the last 6 or 7 months. Now, whether this turns out to be a false break higher or not, time will tell. But if the S&P 500 can consolidate the break this coming week, I think there's a pretty good chance that we start to see some upside acceleration in line with a wave 3, which would target a move up towards 4,600. We do need to be mindful that we've had a couple of breaks higher, which have ended up not so well. There's been false breaks higher here, and that saw a nice deep retracement back towards 3,700. So what I'm looking for this week, just in summary, is to see this break higher confirmed. A sustained break above here then gives us a 4,600 target. Looking at the local market, the ASX 200, really good price action last week as it closed and broke above the 68.60 horizontal resistance. The 7,000 psychological level did provide some short-term resistance, which is probably to be expected given the importance of this level. However, I think the more important upside level for the ASX 200 is heading up towards 7,100. You may actually see this trend channel move a little bit higher as the week progresses, depending on the price action. But around 7,100 is what I would be looking for in terms of an upside target in the ASX 200. Moving to currencies now, the EURUSD. The base case for the TECHFX traders analysis has always been that this is a correction, i.e. it is counter trend. And within that counter trend, the move from the wave B high, 122.43, unfolded in 5 waves. So I think that we have a correction low in place, more so after it broke and closed above the 200-day moving average, which is this orange line here. But the final confirmation for me would be a break above 120, the figure. There's quite a few highs here from early to mid-March, around 119.90-ish. If the euro can get above there, I think towards the end of this week, gives us a pretty nice projection up towards 121.50-ish. Above 121.50, of course, we'd look at this 122.43 high, and above that 123.50. I wouldn't want to see the euro at any point coming back down and breaking below this 117.04 low. Looking at the Aussie dollar, a similar structure in place like we have highlighted in the recent weeks, a 3-wave corrective pullback after a 5-wave impulsive rally. Some preliminary signs of basing here at this 75.32 low. The wave equality target was just a little bit lower, around 74.70, but I don't mind the fact that we've started to see buyers come in and continue to support the Aussie below 76 cents. However, to confirm that the uptrend is underway or regained traction, I should say, then I'd like to see a break above this 76.77 high, which sort of lines up quite nicely with this trend channel resistance coming from the 80.07 low, picks up this 78.50 high, up above, let's say 76.80, up above 77 cents. Then I think you could start to get a pretty good read that the fact that the correction is complete and the uptrend has resumed, be looking to initiate or to add to longs, as the case may be, if we get that move higher. Finally, this week, I want to look at gold. Now, gold has put in place a double bottom, and the recovery from the double bottom has got to just about where it should have, up towards this 17.55 high over here. Traded up to 17.59 on Thursday. I think it's really, really important that the gold market can clear the resistance coming in around 1760, 1765. You can see there's been a number of prints around this 1765 area. Here's one here. This was a little bit lower, coming in around 1760. But over here as well, we have a 1765 high going back to May 2020. I'd love to see gold break through this resistance area and push up towards trend channel resistance around 118.80. I wouldn't want to see gold start to fall back below, let's say, these lows over here, 1720, because if that starts to happen, let's say gold fails to break 1765 and then starts to break below 1720, I think it sets up a retest of the double low. So while above 1720, looking for a push above 1760.65 to confirm that gold has good upside towards 1880. Folks, that is all for this week. Please follow us on YouTube. And if you're interested in learning more about our trade ideas, please see our website for our membership plans. Thank you for listening.